Hello, my dear students. So, today I'm going to start another new chapter, that is chapter number 6, metallurgy. So, metallurgy is the process of extraction of metals. This we have studied in the previous chapter also. Okay, so here we will study in detail about metallurgy. So, first thing is the introduction. So metals and non-metals can be differentiated on the basis of their atomic structure. We can differentiate between the metals and non-metals on the basis of their atomic structure. The physical differences are depends upon the arrangement of the atoms, and the chemical differences depends upon the number of the valence electron. Valence electron means the number of the electron present in the outermost shell, and their behavior. Behavior means during chemical reaction whether they will lose or gain the electron, or they can share the electrons. Now some of the modern chemists had discovered some of the ways, some of the method for the extraction of metals by improving the quality of the metals. And how they can improve the quality of metals? By alloying. Alloying means mixing metals or non-metals together. Okay, and by protecting metals by electroplating. Electroplating means the deposition of another metal over a metal. Okay, here this also we will discuss in detail here. Now the next is, although a few metals are found, very few metals are there, so some of the few metals are only found in the free or in native state. Okay, but most of the metals are extracted from their ores, and that process of extraction of metals from their ores is known as metallurgy. Okay, so metallurgy is the process of extraction of metals from their respective ores. Now here is the differences given between the metals and the non-metals. So metals, it is an element which ionizes by electron loss. So metals are formed by the loss of the electron. It loses one or more electron when energy is supplied. Okay, that's why it is an electron donor. Okay, metallic atoms have 1, 2 or 3 valence electron. It means metallic atom have 1, 2 or 3 electron in their outermost shell. Positive ions, that is named as cation. Okay, and they form positive ion and electrovalent compounds. Now the valency of a metal, valency means the number of electron lost per atom. Okay, and the ion formed carries an equivalent number of positive charge, like the valency 1. The metals which have valency 1, they are known as univalent. Like the example of potassium is given. When potassium loses one electron, it will form K plus. So the valency here is 1. Now valency 2, they are known as divalent, like magnesium. When it loses 2 electron, it will get plus 2 charge. And then valency 3, those metals are known as trivalent. Okay, like aluminium. So cations formed by the loss of electron. So the metals are formed by the loss of the electrons. Now the non-metals are just opposite of metals. So it is an element which ionizes by electron gain. So these are formed by the gain of the electron, and gains one or more electron when energy is supplied. It is thus an electron acceptor. So we can say that non-metals are electron acceptors. And non-metallic atom, they have 4, 5, 6 or 7 valence electron, and they form negative ions or electrovalent or covalent, both type of compounds. Okay, now valency of a non-metal is the number of the electron gained per atom. How many electrons are gained by per atom. Okay, now the ion formed carries an equivalent number of negative charge. So here they will carry negative charge. So the valency 1, they are known as univalent. Okay, like chlorine. Valency 2, they are known as divalent. Okay, valency 3, they are known as trivalent. Okay, and anions are formed by gain of electron. Anions formed when any atom gain electron. So these are the differences between the metals and the non-metals.